Ghostly tales, yet mirrors of human life. Hey everyone! Welcome to Encountering Chinese. Ghostly Tales from Zhai. Today, I'm going to tell you two short stories. The first story is titled Drinking Companion. There was a scholar surnamed Zhai. Let's call him Zhai Sheng for now. Zhai Sheng, although not wealthy, was deeply addicted to drinking. Every night, if he didn't consume at least 3 large bowls of alcohol, he couldn't fall asleep. As a result, the bottles at the head of his bed were always filled with liquor. One night, Zhai Sheng woke up in the middle of the night. While turning over, he felt as if there was someone else in bed with him. Thinking it was a piece of clothing that had slipped down, he reached out to touch it. To his surprise, he touched a furry creature. It looked like a fox, but larger than an ordinary one. Zhai Sheng lit a lamp and discovered that lying on his bed was indeed a fox. The fox seemed drunk, curled up on the bed like a dog. Zhai Sheng glanced at the empty bottle of alcohol nearby and said with a smile, "It seems you, Mr. Fox, are my drinking companion." Unable to disturb the fox, Zhai Sheng covered it with a piece of clothing to hide its outstretched arms. He slept with the fox, leaving the lamp on to observe any changes the fox might undergo. In the middle of the night, the fox stretched and yawned. Zhai Sheng looked at it and jokingly said, "You, fox, sleep soundly." Later, Zhai Sheng uncovered the clothing covering the fox and found that the fox had transformed into a handsome young man wearing a scholar's hat. The fox stood up, bowed to Zhai Sheng, and thanked him for sparing its life. Zhai Sheng said, "People think I'm foolish due to my love for alcohol. Now, I consider you my bosom friend. If you don't mind, let's be friends and drink together in the future." He then pulled the fox back onto the bed and continued sleeping. Zhai Sheng told the fox, "You should come often, and we don't need to distrust each other." The fox nodded in agreement. When Zhai Sheng woke up, he found that the fox had already left. So, he prepared another cup of fine wine, eagerly waiting for the fox to return for another drink. In the evening, the fox came again. So, Zhai Sheng and the fox drank merrily together. The fox had a high tolerance for alcohol and was good at telling jokes. Zhai Sheng felt it was a delight to be with the fox. The fox asked Zhai Sheng, "After letting you treat me with fine wine so many times, how can I repay you?" Zhai Sheng smiled and said, "We enjoy our wine contests, you don't need to worry about that." The fox replied, "Although you say so, you are just a poor scholar. The money for buying wine is not easily earned. I should help you plan for some drinking money." The next night, the fox came to Zhai Sheng and told him, "About 7 miles southeast from here, I found some lost gold by the road. Tomorrow morning, go and retrieve it." When dawn came, Zhai Sheng went there and indeed found 2 pieces of gold. So, he bought some good vegetables in the market, preparing to enjoy them with wine at night. The fox told Chai Shing again, "There are also things hidden in the cellar behind your house. You should go and dig them out." Chai Shing followed the fox's instructions and found over 100,000 coins in the cellar. Chai Shing happily said to the fox, "Now that I have money in my pocket, I won't worry about not having enough for wine." The fox warned, "You shouldn't think that way. How can you keep scooping water from a rut indefinitely? You should plan for the long term." One day, the fox said to Chai Shing, "Now, buckwheat in the market is very cheap. You can buy and stockpile it. It will sell at a good price in the future." Chai Shing followed this advice and bought over 40 bags of buckwheat. People laughed at Chai Shing, thinking he was naive. However, shortly after, a severe drought hit, and the crops in the village dried up, except for buckwheat, which could still be grown. Thus, Chai Shing began selling buckwheat seeds, earning 10 times the profit. From then on, Chai Shing became even more prosperous. He bought 200 acres of fertile land for cultivation. Whatever Chai Shing planted, he always consulted the fox first. If the fox advised planting more wheat, the wheat harvest would be abundant. If the fox suggested planting more millet, the millet would undoubtedly be productive. All decisions regarding the timing of crop planting were also made by the fox. As Chai Shing and the fox's relationship grew closer, the fox began calling Chai Shing's wife sister-in-law, and it treated Chai Shing's children as if they were its own. Until Chai Shing passed away, the fox stopped visiting the house. The second story is titled, Transforming into Livestock. The mysterious and enchanting spells have many techniques. Some use delicious food to deceive people into eating it, causing confusion in their minds. They then follow the deceiver willingly. This is commonly known as de su ba in the folk, while in the Jiangnan region, it's called chai su. Children, due to their young age and lack of understanding, are often harmed by such tricks. Another type of spell turns people into livestock, referred to as zhao su in the folk. This spell is rarely heard of in the north of the Yangtze River but is prevalent in the areas south of the Yellow River. In a Yangzhou inn, one year, a man brought 5 donkeys to stay. He temporarily tied these donkeys in the inn stable. He told the innkeeper, "I need to leave for a moment but will be back soon." He instructed, "Make sure not to feed them anything or give them water." After these words, the man left. Due to being exposed to the sun, the donkeys kicked and bit each other in the stable, causing a commotion. The innkeeper then led the donkeys to a cooler place. Seeing water nearby, the donkeys rushed over and drank heartily. Unexpectedly, after drinking, the donkeys rolled on the ground and instantly transformed into women. Perplexed, the innkeeper asked what happened, but the women's tongues were stiff, and they couldn't speak. Helpless, the innkeeper hid the women in the room. Shortly after, the donkey's owner returned, bringing 5 sheep with him. He drove the sheep into the courtyard but found the donkeys, tied there before, were gone. Alarmed, he asked the innkeeper where the donkeys went. The innkeeper smilingly pulled him into the room, served tea and food, and invited him to eat. The innkeeper said, "Guest, please have something to eat first. I'll bring your donkeys right away." The innkeeper left the room again, gave water to the 5 sheep outside, and unexpectedly, these sheep transformed into children one by one. Astonished, the innkeeper reported this incident to the local authorities. The magistrate, upon learning of it, immediately sent officers to capture the owner of the donkeys and used a cane to beat him to death. Alright. That's all for today's ghostly tales. Drinking companion and transforming into livestock. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please also encourage everyone to comment and share more. We'll see you in the next episode.